Dear participants, ladies and gentlemen, special greetings to the children and adolescents that are attending this event. I apologize for not coming in live, but the Committee on the Rights of the Child is currently in session at the UN in Geneva, Switzerland. I have about 5 minutes to share what the committee is up to with regard to children's rights and the environment, and how we are supporting children to tackle the defining challenge of their lifetime. There is a lot going on, so I can only propose highlights, but be aware that the committee is scaling up its focus very rapidly, and that this new impetus, there is no other way to say it, is overwhelmingly due to the mobilization of children and the movement they have created. As you probably know, along with our partner Terre des Hommes, the committee is working on a new general comment on children's rights and the environment. We decided to focus on climate change and how this affects children's rights. It is a choice because it seems to us like the most immediate threat, and also because environmental issues in general and loss of biodiversity are either too wide a field or outside the zone in which we have expertise and potential usefulness. Now, today, I can't tell you what the specific contents of the general comment will be, but I can say that we are listening to children from many sources, including via an ongoing global online survey. The goal is to address children's concerns and to incorporate their views to the maximum extent possible in the final document of the general comment. The fundamental challenge the committee is facing is whether to adopt a new right of the child, one that is not explicitly contained in the convention, that is the right of the child to a healthy environment. It is not a simple legal matter, and the alternative would be to address how existing children's rights are violated by the current failure to mitigate, for example, the right to health or the right to survival, among many others. Personally, I hope that we will go bold, very bold, with a new right. Other hot topics I think we will have an easier time with are addressing intergenerational equity and especially transboundary responsibility. In our recent jurisprudence, responding to the complaint of Saki and 15 other children against 5 countries, we pretty much signaled that transboundary responsibility was common sense. A CO2 emitting country harms not only the health of children in its territory, but potentially the health of children on the other side of the planet. Intergenerational equity is perhaps trickier to weave into the general comment, but we cannot avoid recognizing that the effects of the climate crisis already affect children today, and along with them, generations to come, well into the future. We will, of course, strongly promote access to justice for children on environmental matters. This is literally a no-brainer for the committee. Children have rights that are recognized, and anyone that has a right must have a corresponding possibility of remedy if his or her right is violated. This presupposes that adequate information and education is provided by states to children. We are already forcefully nudging states to transform school curricula in this direction. Access to justice also requires child-friendly mechanisms and procedures to report and complain in a meaningful manner to an administrative body, as well as all through a country's judicial system, all the way to a country's highest court. In some countries, actually most, this will require profound attitudinal change, the training of all professionals working with and for children, but also the society-wide adoption of a child rights culture. But let me end with some thoughts that are not at all technical. There has been much research recently that points to a lot of gloom and doom and eco-anxiety among children and young people, as well as a deep pessimism concerning the future of the planet and the ability of today's adults to carry through the necessary actions and reforms that will protect children's well-being and even ensure their survival. So, speaking on behalf of the Committee on the Rights of the Child, please know that we would like to provide full support and encouragement to the millions of children and young people who are engaged in the fight to mitigate global warming and cushion the foreseeable disasters. I thank you very much for your attention, and I wish you all the best. Bye-bye.